It's your boy, AP Gaming. Welcome to AP Gaming Real. New Game Plus, episode 15 or 16. I don't really care anymore.
I thought it was 17.
Don't worry. You know we're going to do memes all day today, so I just want to speed through them real quick, hit you with the best of. Dave is going to accuse me of being in love with anime vixens, but I want to remind you that his favorite anime involves underage blackout drinking and fucking your cousin. So just to run it down, Cart Nuts, Twitch Prime, Succubus Sex. I think that covers. Who is Finley Longbottom?
And female, male and female. It's an assortment there, buddy.
Look, we'll talk about the latent bisexuality that your character has begun to exhibit during the recap.
That was all you, by the way.
That was all me. What? You can't blame me for your character. You were like, I want to go to a brothel. I was like, questionable decision, but okay. And you're like, I want to try, some. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And you're like, how hot are they? How into it am I? And I'm like, that's your choice, dude. No, you can't put any of this on me.
Here's the thing that went down. I was like, I walk into this room, and Arthur's like, tell me about your male fantasy as your character, Dave. And I'm like, Here we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry you got played by an incubus. My bad, dog.
The bridge toll to pass this says the troll is to pee on me. So, let's
what?
You haven't heard that
bridge
story?
Too far. No.
What?
The fuck?
Okay, so there was a game of DnD that the GM would use as a way to pass on his fetishes to the people.
Yeah, that sounds like most games of D&D. Yeah.
So the story goes is that a group of adventurers are trying to pass a bridge, and there's a troll underneath, and the GM, as the troll, was like, in order for you to pass, you need to do what the troll says, and the troll wants you to pee on him. And everyone's
hey,
like,
drummer, welcome back. You came in at a good time. If you want to hear more stories about what Dave just described, you can just Google Reddit RPG horror story and read the most popular of stories about people who are bad at running role-playing games.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of sexual abuse in that, where people are like, what really happens is your character gets raped, and everyone at the table's like, what? And the GM's like, no, that happens.
And then you lose your cleric prowess because you have to remain that's some fucking
there's
shit
some really
man.
Look, just if you go to that Reddit and then just search for vampire LARPs, you are gonna get a best of that sub. Look,
don't do that,
Spootnik. Let's go ahead and jump over to you. I want to know, who is Finley Longbottom? And when you're not Finley Longbottom, what can you tell me about yourself?
Finley is a tender soul. He really is. He just wants to be loved. And in real life, I just want to be loved. So I'm really just playing myself. You got played. I don't know how that works.
No, sorry.
I don't know. What's a meme? Who knows? Who knows these days? I think everything's a meme now, right? Isn't it?
No.
No?
I think it's pronounced meme.
I've been doing it wrong.
No, he's just weird.
I got this GIF of a meme.
It's like a old white politician lady doing the dab,
That's right, I did it. I have been playing the second release from Tokyo RPG Factory, Lost Sphere.
Wait, you gave up on... I thought you were playing Final Fantasy.
Oh, I'm also playing that as well.
Kingdom Hearts.
I couldn't fucking do it. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. I'm sorry. I was going to power through, but I don't fucking like it. Sorry.
It's too baby, right? It's too baby. And
it's not even that. It's just I don't give a shit about what is going on.
A little too Japan.
It's not even that. Like, I like too Japan-y, like JRPGs I grew up on. It's not even that. It's just
it's like
I don't give a shit. Like I said,
Japan through the eyes of Disney, which is weird.
Yeah, I was probably almost 30 hours into the first Kingdom Hearts, and like I paused the game to go to the bathroom or get a drink or something, and I came back and I sat down on this couch right here where my console TV is right here. I sat down on the couch and I went to unpause it, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about anything that is going on still.
Is there a fast forward button?
Huh?
Is there a fast forward button?
I mean, maybe getting drunk and passing out and waking up 2 days later.
And with the game finished at 100%,
Yeah.
it's like, all right.
Like, seriously, I just
Written all over the wall in Sharpie. Who is?
I couldn't, like, and I tried. I think if I put 25 hours into a fucking game, I can say I tried. Right? Like, it's not like I fucking played 5 hours and was like, yeah, this is shit. No, I literally just over a day of my life total put into that fucking game. And I'm sorry. If you like it, that's great. I'm not going to shit on a person if they like something. That's great. But it's just not for me, man. I could not. What in the fuck did you just put in chat?
I don't know. I was trying to link an image and it did not.
That didn't work.
It didn't work. I'm aware. There we go.
But anyway, I don't. No, not for me.
It looks a little bit like that copy pasta of the Brain Power song.
Yeah. But Lost Sphere, while not as good in my opinion as I Am Setsuna, which I thought was a great game, this game, I like the way they do the battle mechanics. It's very similar to Setsuna with a little added extra stuff. The whole idea of retrieving lost memories in order to bring back things that are lost, I find very intriguing. I think some of the characters, while cheesy, are still funny. And of course, I'm still playing through Final Fantasy IX at the same time as well. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I fucking tried, guys. I'm sorry. I tried.
You don't need to apologize to me. I ain't touching that shit ever, dude.
It's not.
Ever.
I'm glad that I only spent $40 on that litany of.
Now, let me ask you a serious question here. Have you played the Metal Gear Solid series?
Yeah. Yeah.
You played all of them?
Yes.
All right, good man. Question resolved.
Yeah.
You are free to go.
And that's the great, like with Metal Gear, sure, the story is batshit fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, it's
But
bonkers.
the way it's presented, you're still invested in it. Like I said, after 25 or so hours, I just didn't give a shit about what I was doing. And if a game can't make me give a shit after that long, I'm sorry. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't care
I'm
anymore.
with you.
I'm done.
Mhm.
And I really tried.
First generation 90s RPGs are rough.
Yeah.
Real.
My suggestion for you, if you're into that Japanese shit and you wanna care about some stuff, fucking Yakuza, dude.
Oh yeah,
Get on
it's fun as shit. It's super fun.
Yakuza is nuts.
Now, Arthur, what is? I saw you on Switch. I don't know, a week or two ago, playing some kind of JRPG.
Extella. I've been playing Extella.
Yeah, Extella.
Don't get into it. Don't get into it.
No, is it not good?
It doesn't matter how good it is. It's a fake game, which means you gotta watch all the animes. You gotta play all the other games. You gotta have a fucking clue what's going on.
All right.
Look, Extella.
like the
People tell me that
Discworld.
Extella is like Dynasty Warriors. You play a character
Dynasty
who can knock
Warriors,
down
you can-
hundreds or thousands of people at once, and then you go fight other bosses that can do that shit. I've never played one
Dynasty
before.
Warriors, Dynasty Warriors. You don't give a fuck about what's going on in it though. Like
Yeah,
you can.
no, you don't play that shit for the story.
So, I mean, Extella, the only reason I play is for the story. The gameplay is all right, but it definitely doesn't carry it. And most of the story revolves around knowing who the historical heroes are or having recognized them from other games. So, yeah, don't play Extella.
Oh, all right.
Sorry. If you are looking for a JRPG to play on the Switch, Octopath Traveler has your fucking back.
You know,
Yeah, Dave, get the fuck out of here. I know that you haven't traveled the Octo paths. You're upset that you can't switch which path you Octo at first.
No, what? No, I think that game's good. It's just
I did like it. I did like Octopath. Have not finished it yet, and I
haven't finished it yet either. I just got stuck at one point, and I was like,
Well, it's not that I got stuck or anything. It's just like I played the best opening, the one with the dancer, right?
Yeah, Primrose, right there.
Yes.
She's like, I was a slave, but now I am free.
Kill you. Yeah. Like, and it was amazing. But then that ended, and I was like,
now you have to go pick up the loser squad.
I was like,
oh yeah, the other openings are.
No, I was like distracted boyfriend meme, and I was like, oh, what's this over there? And I never fucking went back.
It's not JRPG, but if you want a good one for Switch, check out Wargroove. It's fairly new.
Oh, I love Wargroove. Wargroove is fucking great. Dave, it reminds me of the one that you sent me.
X-Order?
It's X-Order. Yeah, it's basically fucking Advance Wars.
Yeah, but I made that game. That's the difference.
Well, yeah. So X-Order, I enjoyed. I played quite a bit of that. Wargroove is great though because you can online battle people. You can literally, it has a like creation thing where you can create your own campaign up to and including cutscenes and dialogue and all kinds of shit.
The whole game was made that way. Like that's how they made that game.
Yeah.
What? This shit sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, Wargroove was incredible. And it's
Is this the one that has the dog as a commander?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Everyone's been losing their mind.
Yeah,
you should definitely get it.
Look, man, people keep telling me that shit. They're like, you should get this, you should get that. No. I got 6 games backed up, and I'm playing Monster Hunter World whenever I get a chance.
Arthur, Wargroove is one of those games where when you're playing the big games and you need a fucking break, you can spend...
But that's Monster Hunter World for me right now.
You can spend 20, 30 minutes playing a campaign mission or downloading a map that someone's created.
I got it. I'm good.
Playing a lot. You need to it's $20,
Look,
dude.
6 months from now, I'll play it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be down the line.
Wargroove is the best $20 you'll spend on Switch, in my opinion.
I don't know about that.
Have you played it?
I haven't, but I'll tell you what.
Shut up.
I'll tell you what's coming out on Switch that I'll spend $20 on, sir.
What?
Pokemon Sword.
Wait, that's only going to be $20?
No, it's going to be way more than $20, but I'm going to spend at least 20 of my dollars on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you want Sword or Shield?
Come on now. What kind of fucking moron picks Shield?
Exactly, yeah.
Whatever version has Growlithe in it.
Whichever version has...
Are you kidding?
Fucking Ryan Reynolds.
People are assuming that you're going to be able to do Pokemon Bank. I already have my moon file with like fucking 780 Pokemon. I'm just going to toss them all over and be like, oh man, I've got so many legendaries and like 8 EVs with 6 IV. Oh no, how am I gonna beat this game?
You're that motherfucker who ruins Pokemon by doing that.
Yeah, that's right, like, bitch. I'm the fucking one your mom warned you about. I ruined Pokemon.
No. Here's the thing: you're like, I got a pretty good team. I'm gonna go into battle some stuff, and there's Arthur being like, Generation 1 Charizard, motherfucker, and you're just like,
yeah, that's right. I'm transferring from one game to another game to another game. I'm there, buddy. I'm there.
Bigfoot says, "What's wrong with Shield? What's wrong with it is it's not fucking Sword."
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's wrong with it. It's not.
When you sit down and play Pokemon, do you use defense moves or do you kill your opponents? Yeah, does anyone sit there and spam protect for all 5 PPs, or what are you, a fucking idiot?
Pokemon Harden.
So I saw obviously like the announcement on Twitter and all that. Did they actually provide a release date or no?
Not yet.
Late 2019.
All right, so probably Christmas. All right.
I mean, look, the third version's apparently going to be called Pokemon Trebuchet, and I'm down with that.
Pokemon Gun.
Pokemon Catapult.
Trebuchet, man, you got to keep it styled.
To be able to launch that 90 kilogram projectile.
Let's go back to
the third one is probably going to be like Pokemon Spear or something.
Everybody
like
knows that Sword is the archery one, so we still need a melee weapon.
The third one is going to be full-on movie tie-in for Detective Pikachu.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pokemon Pikachu sword.
Did you
Has
see
that
the new
movie come out
trailer?
yet?
Did you see the new trailer?
Yeah, with
It's
Mewtwo.
stupid
Yes.
as fuck, but I'm so in.
Yeah. My wife likes Pokemon, but I showed her that and she's just like, eh.
I'm gonna watch it
Yeah.
anyway, man.
Maybe.
It's for us like past their 20s, grizzled Pokemon vets, been playing since Gen 1. We really want Ryan Reynolds to just carry us through the angle here.
If it was like the Meet the Peoples version of Pokemon, I'd probably go see it.
Pikachu said hell in the trailer.
Whoa.
All right,
Whoa.
calm down.
Mind-blowing.
Look,
I just really want Pikachu to make a Deadpool joke.
Spootnik, you got anything else going on?
You want Deadpool to make a
No.
Pikachu joke. That's the
I already
only
know that's
reason
gonna happen. I really want the other thing.
One more thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading a book, almost done with it.
Yes.
It's called Touch. You need to fucking read it. It is about these entities called ghosts that can touch other people and jump from body to body. And it's also a murder mystery conspiracy story. It is fucking incredible. It's called Touch. Look it up. Fucking read that book. It is really awesome. Anyway, now I'm done.
All right. Drumurboy, my third favorite Canadian, who has declared me to be an honorary Canadian. How are you? Where can people find you? What can you do? And can you actually please send me a link to where I can download all of your cool battle music? Because I just realized that I can no longer access it on Roll20.
Oh.
And that's a
I'll do
problem.
that.
I guess we'll have to wait until next week for everybody's favorite tracks. Look, handle that battle music thing later. Let's do your introduction now.
You can listen to my music on Spotify or iTunes or Bandcamp or Google or Amazon Music. All those things. If you ask your little robot thing in the living room to play some music by me, it probably will. I've also been playing a whole lot of Deus Ex. I finally beat Mankind Divided. I still have the DLC to go through, but after playing that entire series back to back to back, it's pretty damn good. I really want.
Do you appreciate 2 now more that you've played all of them? Hidden War, Invisible War, whatever it is.
Yeah. What I really want is a connecting story between the end of Mankind Divided into a remake of the original with the Dawn engine. That would be sick. That'd be so good.
But yeah, that actually would be pretty good because it's Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but like all that Alex stuff before.
Yeah, there would need to be like at least like a small game in between connecting Adam Jensen to JC Denton and like some of that conspiracy stuff. Not like giving
Nah, you need
Avengers
Avengers style team up where they show up and they're just like, all right, get on the line. And then they both do a man shake Predator style. Then they turn and their arms become guns and they begin shooting people with the other arms.
It's a kind of a weird one, right? Because
I'm sorry I can't self-man shake here, dude.
No, you gotta like do it like that.
You gotta get that slap, you know?
So good.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, like the technology in Mankind Divided is so much better than the technology in Deus Ex, though the original one.
They would need to explain what happened.
Like
or they would
some
need
sort of like apocalypse.
Or they would need to transplant the story from Deus Ex 1 into a world like almost like a reboot, like a retelling of that story, but in a more continuous way.
Yeah.
So I think that if that ever happened, that'd be really sweet. But I was reading up, and the Deus Ex team, they're working on Marvel stuff right now, so that's not going to be for a while. So
okay, yeah. Cool.
Other than that, been watching. I found out The Expanse is on Canadian Amazon Prime, so I've been reading or like watching through The Expanse. I'm like, I got 3 episodes.
What season
left.
are you on?
Season 3.
Yeah, loves me some Expanse, man.
It got weird at the middle of season 3.
Yeah, it does.
It got weird in the middle of season 2.
But I mean,
it's cool, but it's got weird. And then
I've read some of the books. I don't think I've read all of them.
Yeah, after the Belter Speed Racer, I was like, damn, I'm in.
Yeah, no, it's a good series. It's that it fills that spot of the in between, like it's in the future, but it's not like way in the future, so it's still still within the solar system. So
Well, it's way in the future, but it's like it's more grounded than.
Yeah, it's definitely. There's no,
it's not Star Trek.
There's no there's no like FTL travel or anything like that.
No. Yeah, I enjoy it though.
Yeah, it's good.
Left.
Yeah. Oh god, what's his name? The part I almost bought a T-shirt. It's the one who's like, I am that guy. It's my favorite character. What's his name?
Oh,
Amos.
Amos. Thank you. I couldn't mind blank there. Yeah, but I think they just
never know what that guy's gonna do. Don't compare yourself to him. In the first season and through most of the second season, they're like, he's a wild bomb. He'll explode. He's always loyal to that girl. Then he's not loyal to the girl, and everyone's like, I don't know who the fuck he's loyal to, but he's gonna start stabbing people.
Amos had like a hell of an arc in season 2. If you haven't watched all of season 2, he's got an arc, man.
Yeah. He's just my favorite character because he's very, blunt about it. I don't shit where I eat.
He's pretty straightforward about them they're murdered.
Hey,
he's like, yo, what's up, Mars? I'm just gonna eject you from the airlock. And he's like, no, wait, don't do that. Yeah. I'm actually an undercover agent. He's like, I still don't care. Airlock time.
The only thing I wasn't like 100% in on with The Expanse is Avasarala's, like, her actor is great. Mm-hmm. Her voice is just very strange to me.
Yeah. It
sounds like she's been smoking and drinking for like 30 years.
No. She was one of the admirals in Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Yeah. It's just a very because
she was one of the Quarians.
Excluding, that makes sense.
Yeah, she was excluding, Belter Speak, which is based on oh god,
South African.
Cajun, I thought it's got kind of a Cajun thing going a little bit too. But other than that, she's really got the only accent that's kind of off. So it's just in comparison, it's just when you hear it, it's just like, oh, that's different. You're just not used to hearing it, other than the belted.
It's not bad. It just like sticks out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Sci-Fi dropped it because it was, in my opinion, one of the best shows I've ever made. So
I'm just glad Amazon picked it up because they're probably going to get at least 2 more seasons.
Oh, they're good. Probably get more than that. I mean, so many people petitioned Bezos to get it. Not just like average Joes, like people who actually, have some weight behind them and that he would respect. We're just like, you need to pick this up, and so he did. So I'm really glad it's going to continue. It's a great show.
It is a good show.
So if you got Amazon Prime and you got Twitch Prime, you can also watch The Expanse. It's great.
And
you recommend.
You can subscribe to this channel for free.
That's true. You could. You can subscribe to any of the people here for free.
You can expand your horizons on the content you watch online.
I want to point out, as long as we're talking about shows that are getting uncanceled, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, all of the Marvel Umbrella stuff, it supposedly might be coming back.
Is it coming
not
back?
On Netflix. Not on Netflix.
I thought it was going to be on Disney.
Probably Marvel's channel, yeah. Marvel's.
Disney's doing their whole thing now, aren't they?
No, it's going to be on some other place, but they're talking about bringing it back because all of the actors are like, we went and got other jobs, brother. I'm doing shit. And they're like, come on, come back. Come back. And they're like, think about it.
I don't know why anybody would do a show for Netflix and not expect to do a season and then be out of a job, because that's a very common thing that they do. Somebody was saying in another Discord I'm in that Brooklyn Nine-Nine also got picked back up or has another season coming out or something. Yep.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a show that basically won't die at this point. It's like Community.
Or
the problem with
Always Sunny. It just has a massive following behind it.
It's the problem with like Netflix wanting to own all the content that is on their service because they don't want to.
So the problem between Netflix and Disney is that Disney is launching their own service, and Netflix wanted to be original and exclusive because that was one of their first premiere original Daredevil things, right? Yeah. Sometimes they put Netflix original or whatever. And it just means they own the broadcasting rights, but Daredevil was literally them being like, "Yo, we got this.
They actually
we're gonna write the script for you. We fucking got this."
Yeah, they want to own the rights to all the stuff that they stream on their service. Yeah, and they're not gonna get it from Disney. So
no, not from Disney.
Disney's just like, sorry for party rocking. Got anything else, Drumurboy?
No, that's been my whole week. Other than a bunch of music that you'll probably hear if you ever check out 8MidJP or Roll20 or the DnD Twitch channel. You know,
I do check out some of those things. So yeah,
there will be some new music coming up in the future. That's all. That's all from me.
all right. Speaking of new things that come in the future, let's go ahead and talk to Atomikspoon.
So, I mean,
You know, look,
that was a weird way to.
I
know,
throw
yeah.
what I'm given, okay? Some of them
That
are way
was-
funnier than others. I throw what I'm given.
Right. I've been playing the Warcraft and putting models together. A lot of them. I'm trying to catch back up in my
The
my
Warcraft.
models.
You
The
gonna go
Warcraft.
vanilla, bro? You gonna go vanilla?
So here's my problem with that whole thing. I played vanilla when vanilla was vanilla, right? It wasn't hard. Like for some reason, people think it was hard. It wasn't hard. It was time consuming, and everybody had shit PCs. So
And there
everybody
was
getting
no
15 frames.
PvP, and you could play on 56K.
It was just like I remember the days, you know, because like my big thing was Burning Crusade and Wrath. Like that's when I really got into the game. But it's just like I don't know why so many people are circle jerking over vanilla. It's like it was okay, but it was a product of its time. All MMOs at that time, you know, you had EQ, Daok or Dark Age Camelot, Ultima, and then Warcraft. That was it. And then, you know, whatever all the Asian ones were. But like, that was it. That's all you had. And they were all terrible in their own ways.
Lineage 2.
Do
Oh, yeah,
you
Lineage
remember
as
when
well.
Terrans were the only shamans, and they could revive themselves using their Terran powers and their shaman powers? They were so powerful. I played it.
God damn, did he just step into like a fucking accent?
Yeah, I did.
Just went full on Jewish grandma.
Yeah.
But it was just like
I love
mean,
Terran
I'll-
shamans.
I'll play with it, especially because they're probably gonna wrap, like, you know, as long as you have, like, you buy the game or whatever, but you just have like the one sub, that would be the smart way for them to do it. But I mean, people are gonna burn through content so fast because they're not gonna make anything new for it. So, you know, when people tear through stuff super quick, it's like what made it hard was logistics, not the game. Getting 20, 40 people, you know, together back, you know, what, TeamSpeak 1 or 2 days.
Ventrilo.
Yeah, the early days of Ventrilo, stuff like that. No, this predates that by a long.
Oh yeah, Skype wasn't around before
And
then.
I don't know who would use Skype for that many clients. That would be terrible. But yeah, so I mean, I'll play it, yeah, but I'm not doing the whole circle jerk around it because I remember it. So I've been there. So yeah, but I've been putting models together. I built a cart so I can move my stuff around a bit
Put
easier.
card nuts on it.
Oh, beat me to it.
Mission failed.
Well, it's not finished yet, but you know, I could definitely probably do some cart nuts.
Mission failed.
Give me some brass and just, you know, cast me up some cart nuts. I could do that probably.
If you just have the mold, you can just like. hand
Well,
them
yeah,
out.
get some truck nuts and then, you know, just get some sand, you know, pump some CO2 into it so hold this thing, and then get some brass and just melt it and cast me up a pair of brass cart nuts.
Cart nuts.
Cart nuts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been working on a T-55 Russian tank, which has been pretty nice. So, and dealing with this.
If cart nuts doesn't take off, we can make like a snack with like little wagon wheels and little nut sacks,
Well, there was a
barbecue flavor.
I don't know if they sell it anymore. There was it was a foregrip for rifles and such called the tack sack, and it was a, you know, it
Not
was a
interested.
plastic pair of nuts, nylon pair of nuts with a weaver mount on it. It was hilarious.
That's some tasty chicken. I forget what the meme is there, but anyway.
Just stop, Dave. You're embarrassing
What
yourself.
the fuck was that noise? I
Yeah,
just walked
that
back
was
into
Dave being Dave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounded like he was trying to do a Rick and Morty impression.
No. There's I'll find it.
I thought someone had like a toddler walking around in their
Yeah,
room.
I did
Like,
too.
What's going on?
Atomic, you got anything else going on?
No, that's pretty much it, my man.
All right, Dave. Just a reminder,
hold on.
Dave's favorite anime involves underage blackout drinking and fucking your cousin.
Hold up. No.
I mean, that's what I heard.
So anyway,
Defend yourself, sir. All right, let me ask you, what's your favorite
Dave,
anime,
that's not
Dave?
weird, man.
I really liked Bento.
The hell is
was pretty fun.
bento?
Yeah, when college students have street fights for under like half off bentos from a corner store at the end of the night.
I have never heard of this.
Look it up. It's amazing. It's real good. It's like the fight choreographer from what's it called? Cowboy Bebop. And the anime, it's like it's just cheesy anime, and then they get into the fights, and it's just like fucking insane, like just fighting. It's great. Oh, it's real good. If you can overlook just like the atrocities that is that anime garbage that comes bundled with that, it's just ridiculous enough to be enjoyable, and it's only like 12 episodes or something like that. So.
All right, Dave. I'm just gonna triple down on this, sir. In your testimony before this body of bros, do you deny that you enjoy the anime known as Grand Blue?
I enjoy the manga.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Grand Blue is
I do not cede my time to the gentleman from the south, sir.
This Grand Blue is a manga series about teenagers doing scuba diving, but not actually scuba diving and just getting fucked up instead.
Grand Blue is a manga about underage blackout drinking and a dude who really wants to fuck his cousin. And his other cousin that wants to fuck his first cousin.
Hold up.
You know, people give me shit for putting together like Space Marines and tanks. I'm just going to use this video as reference that I'm actually more normal than other people. Like, it's wow.
Look, you can be more normal than Dave. That's really not that difficult.
I wouldn't go that far, Atomic.
Anyway, let me get to the main meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about today. Motherfucking Brendan Fraser is acting again.
Why is that bad? He was pretty good in The Mummy.
Yeah, but that was like the last major thing he did.
He did Mummy too.
Let me tell you about Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser did all his own stunts, fucked up his back so bad that he had to retire from acting for like a decade and a half.
That makes sense then. Okay.
And he's back, and he went through, like, he had a lot of medical problems because like he kept getting botched surgeries and all that sort of shit. But he's back now, and he's in a TV show called Doom Patrol, he plays a brain inside of an entirely metal robot man, and also an overweight NASCAR driver. And it is fucking awesome.
I'm really
Look
confused.
up Doom Patrol. Look up Doom Patrol.
Is that on Netflix? Good. I heard it's on Netflix, right?
It is on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. I've actually heard good shit about that. I didn't realize Brendan Fraser was in it.
I don't know if it's on Netflix. I think it's a DC show, like it's made by whatever. But it is real good. It's real fucking good.
I've heard that it's really good.
And it's saved. It's saved entirely by Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser makes that show amazing. I'm real keen to see more Brendan Fraser coming back. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Anything else we want to throw out here?
So on a scale of 1 to put yourself inside of him, how much do you love Brendan Fraser?
Dude, look, man.
Being John Malkovich, that's his answer.
What Henley's saying is $20 is $20.
Look, out of every actor on the fucking face of the planet, you could sit down and have a beer with Brendan Fraser, and it would be a good time. 100%.
You could probably have a beer with Keanu Reeves. He's pretty chill.
Yo, Keanu Reeves is the shit, dude.
Yeah, but Keanu Reeves is also super intimidating. Like, if you sat down and okay, Keanu Reeves after The Matrix, not so bad. Keanu Reeves after John Wick with all his intense firearms training and all that shit, a little bit more intense.
So we get along fine. I mean, he likes guns. I like guns. I found out the other day he's been running a charity for like almost a decade now. There's some children's whatever thing. Just never told anybody because he's like, why? He's not doing it for the attention. I'm like, Jesus, he's even more of a good guy than I thought he was. He was just a chill dude, man. He's a good human being.
I would still pick Brendan Fraser over Keanu Reeves. Anytime.
I heard Keanu's got a profile on farmersonly.com if you want to hit him up, Atomic.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's there for the taking.
He's looking for a wife, you know.
Yeah, I won't live it long. Can we play D&D, please?
Okay. Previously on the last episode, I want to remind you that on the last episode, Drumurboy died having sex with a succubus.
Still the best death in the series.
The party delved into an elven research facility where they attempted to learn more from the inhabitants inside.
Oh yeah, Mr. X.
His name was not Mr. X. It was.
It is.
It's definitely not that.
Something 3-5 whatever.
It's X351.
Yeah,
A white.
servitor.
They interrogated him. To say he was brain dead would be mostly correct, except he's undead, so his brain was never living in the first place. They searched for meaning in what was around them, learned more about connections with Acheron Silverleaf. I might have been Acheron Silverblade. They learned that there was some connection with oh my god, I always forget this guy's name. Lamonochrome. Tarnax Lamonochrome?
Which guy we're talking about?
The old wizard dude.
Oh,
Lamonochrome.
the one we bought shit from? Yeah, I can't.
You asked about him and you found out that he has
Tarnax Lamonochrome.
Tarnax Lamonochrome, yes. You found out he had some connection with the facility as well. You headed to the town where Daka had died having sex with the succubus in order to oh, sorry, I didn't want to skip over it. Kelly's latent bisexuality was awakened by entering into a sealed pit where an incubus was trapped. The incubus seduced Kelly, charming him, and then Daka, realizing this, had literally no fucking chill. It just started stabbing the guy to death. The incubus is like, I'm here to reward you for your efforts. And Daka was just like, I stab him in the back repeatedly. I don't stop. I keep going.
I never hit him though.
Yeah, that's because he was ethereal. Or whatever. Astral.
Oh,
Astral.
motherfuck. Broke my zipper.
That sucks. That
Sorry.
actually is really horrible. Those
You
are
can
tough
fix
to
it.
get
It's
back.
not hard to fix a zipper.
So, Kelly entered into single combat, being the only person wielding a magic weapon with the incubus. The incubus weathered his attacks and then disappeared, floating through the ceiling, using a combination of his flight and his incorporeality in order to exit the area. The players, having considered the area cleared, despite the fact they left a hellhound and several undead in their wake, left, having received their reward, and headed to the town where Daka died having sex with the succubus. At that point, Henley decided it would be a great time to go have sex and went to a brothel.
I mean, like,
No, look, I just want to emphasize that this is the same town where Daka died having sex with the succubus. And Henley was like, I would like to go to the same brothel, please.
I thought it was poetic.
Yes.
Let me just say that. I thought it was poetic.
Look, it is now my goal to ensure that each of you dies having sex with a succubus at some point in this campaign.
Let's go right now. Just get it over with. I mean, to be fair, he knew that he was having sex with not.
Let me ask you this. If a succubus makes it with a half orc, kills a half orc and leaves, and the half orc comes back at 1 HP, what happens?
Why do you think they'd stop?
Well, you don't die though, do you? You just, I mean, you wouldn't like die and then come back to life.
You literally go to 0, then go to 1.
That isn't dying, though. Hitting 0 isn't death.
Yeah,
Besides, death is only the beginning for you. From there, the party traveled deeper to a border fortress town, meeting up at Harleman the Iron's Tower, known as the Iron Watch or Harleman's Tower. They negotiated there for, I believe what you got out of it was a dagger of venom.
Yes.
But it's not bound to us, which is...
That's correct.
annoying.
It is not an attunement
It's
item.
not bound.
And you met up with a caravaneer named Duri Sarazan. She is a salt merchant that works for a what appears to be a very legitimate and famous caravanning company that moves salt and other goods between here, the kingdom, underneath the Dwarven Mountains, using her pass that allows her to go through the Belgon Prefectory and over to the Eastern Lands. Your intention is to learn more about the world by traveling to the Eastall, as the Eastern Lands are sometimes known, and then heading north to the Elven Lands from there. We resume several hours later that day, the day that is the 15th day of this month. You all are on your wagon, heading towards Fort Kuso. It is the last path out of the Sunpath Empire. I'm sorry, the last path out of the Royal Magnar and into the Belgun Prefectorate. Your wagon is the one at the very front. So they have 3 wagons, and then your wagon is the lead wagon because you are the guards.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm sorry, did you say speed wagon?
No.
Am I triggered right now? It's okay.
Is it possible to have a non-attuned weapon attuned to you via some other means? Like, could you pay gold to a wizard or something?
Fighter level
no,
3
but
can do
fighters can create an armory
Yeah.
using Battlemaster or something.
I think it's
no.
Eldritch Knight can do it.
Eldritch Knight, yeah.
Eldritch Knight.
You can bind a weapon to you, but you can only have one weapon bound at any one time. Is the problem with that? I meant like for the rest of
No,
us.
you can have 2. You can have 2
Is it
weapons.
2? I thought it was 1.
For the rest of you, I suggest that you ask a wizard to custom create a weapon for you.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to know.
Or find some magical weapons.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Everyone will be equipped. I can guarantee that eventually.
Give me a magical crossbow.
Campaign will be over long before then.
I just want an auto loader for my bow, so I don't have to reach for an arrow every time.
Oh
Like a
no, you
like
get that crossbow from Dragon Age 2 and
Bianca.
Inquisitions. Yeah, Bianca.
Or the Warhammer Fantasy has the volley crossbow. It's got like a giant box that you just dump a bunch of bolts into. If you ever played Vermintide,
Yeah.
like that.
And crank.
We know that Finley doesn't like those Final Fantasy characters, but I got to tell you, the guy who got me to stop playing the Final Fantasy 14 MMO is a dude that walks around with a golf bag full of swords. And it's got a little hurdy-gurdy crank on the side that fires the swords into the air so that they fall in the area in an AoE. And I was like, I can't deal with this. That literally wouldn't work. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
That sounds amazing.
No, really? That's what you're going with?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, says the cat girl
Does
with the Moogle.
Look, I liked my
don't
cat
get
girl. She had very nice demonic clothing. I made several dark pacts with ancient entities. It's cool, man. I was a summoner.
Yeah.
Look, hater, why don't y'all figure out where you are on these fucking wagons? Who I
put
believe
myself on the fucking wagon, hater.
I know you're like in the middle of the wagon.
I am at the very front because I will be doing the survival checks because I am the best at it of our party.
Okay.
Unless she
Out
has
of
somebody who's
curiosity,
better.
Out of curiosity, did she supply drivers for this wagon of ours, or do we?
No,
drive
this
it
is your
ourselves?
wagon. You've always had this wagon.
This is our wagon.
No, I get that. It's what I. Okay, cool. All right.
So are we all going on one wagon, or are we splitting evenly among them?
I would recommend that it might be a good idea to have
Or like two
like two at the front and then 2 at the
here?
back, maybe, yeah, just in case.
2/3, so we can.
Well, how many of us have? Because not that it matters, but how many of us have vehicle tool proficiencies like I do?
You're a vehicle tool.
Vehicle.
Damn, got him.
What do you mean a vehicle tool?
Like, okay, so when you get tool proficiencies in this game, you can actually have proficiencies with vehicles, ground, like I do. I have vehicles land as a tool proficiency. So when we go to make a drive,
Means he knows how to drive a fucking cart.
Well, yeah, but where did you get it from though?
a fighter.
A fighter? I don't know if you got it from soldier or something because I also have the soldier thing.
Well, I mean, you can check. I mean, the
Well,
book is
I
open.
need to be in the lead card anyway because I have the highest survival.
Yeah. So if
modifier.
anyone wants to come back with me, or I can just stay here and keep an eye on the back of the cart.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's just in something. Keep eyes behind us or to the sides of us or whatever.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
I also have I can do survival checks. I'm just not proficient in them.
I have 16 passive within a +6 bonus to mine. So
Yeah, I've got just a flat. 10.
Yeah, so soldier gets vehicle and tool proficiency.
okay, so I've got it then.
And you'd also have a gambling.
Yeah, I got dice.
So that would also be a tool proficiency.
Yep, I've actually got it set up as a custom skill called Throw Them Dice. Anyway, no. Right. So we're in the two of us are in the front. Two of you guys are in the further back.
Well, if you're driving and can do a thing,
Well,
then I'll head to the back. Then
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, it's whatever we want to do.
it's fine by me.
You guys sorted it out?
I like my situation.
Okay. I will need that survival check from Agron, and I need everybody's passive perceptions.
Passive perception of 14.
Passive
I think
perception.
we're the
12.
same.
Sorry, what was that, Daka?
12.
Mine's 11.
Yeah, I'm a 14 as well.
Agron, what's your AC?
My AC is 16. Yeah, 16.
Also, I think everyone's HP is filled now. Yeah.
I think it would be by this
Yes,
point.
you are all all of your abilities are reset. You're all good.
Do you really have 50 fucking HP, Agram?
At 53, yeah.
Wow.
I've gotten all of my rolls, dude, because it's D10. All of my rolls I've gotten, like, I've also got a con of +3 too, which helps. So I get the one extra from the dwarf thing at every level, and then I got a con of 3, and then I'm on a D10 hit die.
Oh, sick.
Agron, can you make a attack roll real quick?
Just a standard attack roll?
That is a
range
lot
attack
of
roll.
dudes.
Ranged attack roll. So that'll just be this should be a D20 then, I guess.
Look, kids, I don't know what dummy thick is, but y'all got to stop spamming this shit.
It's a.
I know it's a
fucking-
David Hayter meme, but I honestly don't know what it means.
Dummy thick means like extra thick.
Correct.
It's just a stupid name that the internet made up for it.
All right. Hey, Grim.
Not by means.
Here's
Yeah.
what happens.
Right.
From this location and from locations all around you. Well, from the location directly ahead of you, you are about to go through a pass that will lead you to Fort Kuso.
Okay.
You are several hours away from night. This canyon suddenly turns, and the rocky cliff sides, they gently slope up. It's a bit like the cliff sides in Lord of the Rings where Sam and Frodo hide using their elven cloak along the cliffs. It's all rock everywhere. And from behind those rocks, you notice a glint suddenly. You dodge a crossbow bolt coming towards you. You snatch it from where it lands on the wagon, load that shit into your crossbow, fire it back, and shoot a guy in the head with it.
Is that what the one was on your
Yep.
shot?
Yeah. Counterfire and kills instantly. 15 halflings pop out of hiding. Many of them are carrying either bows or crossbows. The remainder all have wicked curved swords and are preparing to charge on your location. You can hear one of them go, "Sons of Freedom!"
Oh God, it's these little bastards. I knew it as soon as he said halflings. Did you hear about those halflings? They have curved swords. Curved. So curved. All right.
Okay, motherfuckers, just roll for goddamn initiative.
Like as this is happening, Bagram is, yelling out, "Ambush!" And then obviously,
Oh, you noticed, huh?
the shit hits a fan. Well, I mean, I'm at the front of the thing. I'm the one who got shot at, so I'm.
Apparently, Doc and I have not noticed.
Don't forget, Daka. We get advantage.
There you go.
21.
So, Arthur, part of that thing that we did by updating my thing to the Gloomstalker from the whatever, I get my wisdom as bonus to initiative,
Okay.
which I guess it's the same, so it doesn't matter. Okay. And then I gotta
Oh,
roll into
really?
this.
I want to get one of those.
Well, it essentially updates the initiative 24. I'll take that.
Nice.
It updates it just changes a couple things to the Gloomstalker to make it not bad.
Is there any fighter updates in that book?
It was from
They played original Rangers, then they did UA Rangers, and I think that Atomic has further updated to Xanathar's or wherever it was.
Yeah, it
fully
just
released to.
updates the archetype. So it's just a newer. So the only change is where I get my wisdom to my initiative instead of my agility, and then I get an extra D8 on my first because I get that extra attack at the start of the thing.
Yep. Speaking
and
of
then
it, it's your turn to attack.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Sorry. Make sure fire 17.
Which guy are you shooting at?
This guy.
Okay.
Oh,
17
shit, I didn't see.
is
Oh
gonna
my
hit.
god, there's so many guys.
And that actually, hold up, I gotta roll a.
I need to zoom out.
I get an extra
Now,
D8
I
on the first
assume,
one.
Arthur, that every one of these wagons has like drivers on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Outside of the front one.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Each wagon has one person driving it, one person in the back that's like a loader and switches off, and then the first wagon of the salt wagons has your employer in it. Okay, what's the extra D8?
So my first attack, or my first round of combat, I get the extra D8 on my first attack.
Yeah, well, you fucking counter shoot this guy as well. You
And then
crank
I
in
get-
another crossbow bolt. This dude is like coming out from behind a rock, like making weird yipping noises, like and running at you, and you just shoot him in the chest. He's like, huh?
And then I get the extra attack is on my first turn as well. So I'm gonna shoot the guy next to him.
Sure, take out all my melee fighters. I don't need him anyway. Nope.
Well, yeah. Nope.
You fire the bolt at him and he brushes it aside with his sword. It looks super badass. But now there's like a weird scratch line down the side of his sword.
Right, and that will be my turn.
Daka, 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 daka.
I zoomed out, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize we had many more dudes.
Yeah,
There's
I
other
did the
dudes on
same thing.
top. Well, I guess I'll just. Are they're raised? Are they?
Yes, so each step away is a 5-foot gradient up a difficult terrain cliffside. So it's like walking over foot or larger size rocks that are very gravelly and shifty.
Well, no one's within 5 feet of each other, so I'll just take a shot at this man.
Okay? You begin the counterfire.
Oh, weapons. 14.
Okay, so you like push the wagon cover up and you fire a bow shot out. It will hit.
Sweet. For 6 damage.
Anything else?
I may as well bonus action Hunter's Mark. I should have done that beforehand, but all Hunters are marked the same dude.
Okay.
Didn't think about the order of operations.
All right. These two guys up here shoot this horse and kill him. The next two guys shoot the next horse. The next two guys shoot the next horse. And this guy that Agrim shot, plus this guy over here, shoot this horse. So they're all down.
They killed one of our fucking horses?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
I see Arthur is familiar with how you ambush a convoy.
These guys run down the side and begin the horse killing down here. These two guys killed this horse, and this guy injures this horse over here. It is bleeding and heavily wounded from the attack. The remaining two archers in the frontal attack, and the dude with the sword moves. This is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy runs up to Agrim and launches himself on his little legs. He's like, ah! For an overhead stab attack at Agrim using his curved sword.
Curved swords.
Really? That's what you got? You just got that laugh, huh? Yeah, a 20 to hit, 4 points of damage, and then 2 bowmen, both using longbows. Yup, buddy. I'm glad you got all of that hit points, because now your hit points are mine. You take 2d8 plus 1, and then another 1d8 plus 1. You take 10 and then 9 damage from 2 shots.
Jesus.
1 in each shoulder. Your armor kind of deflects it off, but the force is just shaking your arms, and you're like, oh, I didn't warm up before this. Oh.
So that's 24 total?
Yeah, basically enough health to kill a pretty strong regular person. You know, it's like a half of you. You're like 2 very strong people in one, with half
Just
the
very-
height of a normal person.
Crushed together with that hydraulic press YouTube channel.
Will it blend?
What the fuck? No.
All of the people, the driver, the merchant, the guys in the back are all freaking out. Some of them are sleeping on the salt blocks. The drivers are just looking at the horses dying, and they're just like, ambush, ambush. You get the idea that they definitely need guards, because they are gonna fucking die if you guys aren't here.
They need some better cool stat.
Finley. Finn.
Do I recognize any of these guys from the inn?
Why don't you make a perception check?
Okay, then.
You know, it's crazy. It's an ambush. Things are flying out.
20.
Yeah, you pretty much recognize all of them as being dudes from the ambush. In fact, the one that Agrim shot is the dude that tried to sneak into Daka's room.
Yeah. Do they
through the
recognize me?
They don't appear to, no.
We've died since then, huh?
Indeed, you never met them in this timeline.
Yeah, we got here later than
Yeah,
normal.
they just left that morning.
First, I'm going to yell out, I know who you're looking for.
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
Oh,
Good luck.
13?
Ooh, my goodness.
I like how there's just like one sad horse walking around in the, in the sad music.
From up where the snipers are located here, actually, the people, the audience can't even see these guys. One of the guys, like holds a hand up and says, "He's cool. Send somebody down to get him."
Before that happens, I want to grapple this guy.
They're gonna be really confused now.
I'm going to grapple him.
Okay, all right.
So what is that, a strength check?
It is a strength attack roll versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. So what do I just roll, a strength save?
No, it's just a strength attack. So probably your save will be. Oh fuck, he's. Oh no, you're so close. Your
So
tiny
close.
little body is trying to push down on him. He's trying to push against you. The two of you are just evenly matched, and then your foot slips on a sliver of wood and you drop to one knee, and he's like, "I got you."
Alright. I'm trying to tell you to stop. I know who you're looking for.
What do you know about us?
I've met you before, in another life. You see this mark on the back of my neck?
Are you the one then?
I could be.
Okay, all right. We'll see what this guy does.
A whole
Kelly.
bunch of arrows coming. Finley's just like, no. They all stop. He's the one.
Kelly, what do you want to do?
All right. So bonus action. I'm going to use Shield of Faith. That gives me an extra 2 AC
That's an
for
event.
10 minutes, putting me at 23 AC to hit. Is this map to scale?
It is.
All right.
I should note that
Okay.
Shield of Faith is concentration. So you'll have
is
to.
it?
Yes. You will have to maintain it
If I get hit.
if you get hit. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, first things first, I guess I'm gonna step here. Step here.
All right. You run off the back of the wagon and hop out. These guys are surprised to just see a massive fucking orc come out from underneath the covered wagon.
You picked the wrong fucking wagon. And then I will go to town. Nothing.
Okay.
So let's see. How's an 8 do ya?
No.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, you go in with an 8. and both guys use their swords to block at the same time, and it requires both of them to stop your massive strength. But one of the halflings is just like, an 8 seems like it's pretty weak, bro. And then they both push their swords at the same time, and you're knocked back slightly. You're like, ah. Then you come back, and you're like, ah.
You know what? I'll use the war priest thing. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take an extra turn.
Yeah, I'll take an extra attack. Is 12 good?
A 12 is good.
All right. Yeah.
Which one were you hitting?
Great.
Left or right?
Probably gonna be this guy here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's closest to the other wagon, so.
Yeah, you hit him pretty hard. He buckles under the force of the blow. He blocks, but you force his sword to like smack the back of it against his head, and he's like, ah, shit.
How much? Did we work out how much HP the other guys had?
Nope.
Out of curiosity, no.
Agrim. This guy's having a conversation with Finley right in front of you. They're like play fighting. It's not clear what's
Like
going
kissing
on.
a little bit, you know. It's
No,
weird.
stop. You're not
Laughing
feral.
weird
You can
ways.
stop. No,
Giggling.
this is not getting added to my fanfic folder.
Right.
Tiny shouts of Gleemo.
Do I want to shoot this guy or not?
Oh, Kalimo.
So are you guys grappling or are you actually like fighting?
He's attempting to grapple.
attempting.
Hasn't worked out yet.
Okay.
Is that canon now, Finley?
What?
That your hidden blade is curved to the left?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't need to know, really, but I felt like the audience is filthy enough that they wanted to know.
Well, naturally, of
That's
course.
why I put it in chat.
All right. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna leave Finley to his devices for the moment.
Interesting call.
Well, I mean, he's trying to grapple him. I mean, I could shoot him at point blank. I mean, I assume he's trying to take him hostage, more or less. I'm noises.
Yeah, tell me more about these noises.
You know, fuck it. I'll shoot that guy.
Okay. Which guy? This guy up north?
The guy right in front of us.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I'm a bonus action. Hunter's mark that guy. And then I'm gonna shoot him in his stupid halfling face. Hopefully.
Hell yeah. Shoot him in his butt.
God damn it.
so you are firing a range attack in a melee. You
I
have
have crossbow mastery, so I don't take disadvantage.
Really? You took that as your feat?
Yep.
Interesting. Very well then. You hit. 5 points of damage. It's a solid thunking noise
Sorry,
as
I
it
gotta roll Hunter's mark.
deflects off of his leather. It was going to deflect off his leather, but then the tear in the leather suddenly sprouts small plants and explodes, and he goes, ah, and falls sideways. A little flower comes out of his corpse.
All right, and then I'll since he's dead, I want to move my Hunter's mark to this guy,
Okay.
and then that will be my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Baka.
So wait. You killed the guy that was grappling me?
Yep. Well, you were grappling him.
Yep. Shot him in his face.
Okay.
You're still grappling him. He's just a corpse now.
No! It's so hard without you.
Yeah. I mean, I saw you guys getting a little tussle, and
happening near me?
I've made my mistake. Yeah.
All right. Is it worth saving the horses, or are we just gonna kill stuff?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Let me ask you a question. How are you going to move these wagons without the horses?
I know. But
I mean,
we've
I
only got 30
could
horses.
potentially pull one wagon myself. But anyway, it doesn't matter because there are so many people shooting down here that right now, if you spend a turn saving a horse, the horse is going to die next turn.
Yeah. The only thought I was gonna like shoot at this guy, but my hunter's mark is over here. On the top left guy.
Maybe can you do like your bramble shit up the top here?
It's only
Take a
five.
look.
It's only
only-
5 feet.
So I have a possible idea. it'll be a pain in the ass later. What if we were to unshackle the horses and make them fuck off, and then just have to go and chase them down later? Because having to chase them down is better than not having them because they are dead.
Well, I mean, we're in a crevasse, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean, as long as it gets them, it just gets them out of the line of fire. I mean, we don't know what's further down, but they can stay here, get shot, and probably gonna die, or we get them out of here, and then we just have to go grab them. It's, the lesser of two evils. It's an idea. It's a plan. Because we can kind of calm them down and stuff. The Rangers can, because we got that primeval, whatever the fuck.
Arthur, quick question. How does this terrain actually look? Is it like the first 10 feet is like a slope, or is it the entire thing is a slope?
Everything is a slope. As you can see, up top, 5-foot gradient, cliffside, difficult terrain, rocky cliffs.
I know, I get that, but so this entire span between here and here is
Yes,
5 foot
that is
gradient up?
correct. Yep.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah, because it's not like a straight thing. It's like a...
Yeah, it's like a sloping
so they're not sitting on top of like a cliff with a 5 foot gradient.
No,
going
they're
down.
not. They're using small rocks to hide behind up along the way.
Right, I get you.
All right, so are we protecting the horses?
I don't think so. I think there's too many people here to.
That's what. Yeah, that's why I said the.
I mean, you have to resort to eating your horses.
I mean, if we could at least save one horse, somebody can always ride off and go get more horses. I mean, we're only a couple hours from.
You're only a couple hours from either Fort Corso or the border town.
Yeah.
So either we do that, or we can try and unshackle the horses and then, smack them on the ass, make them run, and then deal with that later.
Do any of these people or any of them get to handle? Like they had to handle the horses before, right?
Yeah, each of them has a driver team.
Okay, I'm gonna shout to these people to unhook this horse and try to hide it behind here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack this guy.
All right.
I like where your head's at.
Question, Arthur. The blocks of salt, how big are they? Are they like
Massive.
massive? So if you were to, conceivably we could use them for cover from ranged attacks, right?
I mean, you could just use the wagon as cover from ranged attacks.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Daka, show me the power of your roll.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
No.
Unfortunately, your Keyblade is not powerful enough.
No.
He ducks his head sideways as you fire, and you cut a couple pieces of his hair off, and he's just like, pretty good, as you fumble to get another arrow in.
Those like the spinning guns. Pretty good.
A revolver ocelot.
Yeah, man. That's what I thought you were going with. Because we were talking about Metal Gear beforehand. I was like, that's real subtle.
That's an M1911A1. It's got a chrome exterior finish. The handle is well gripped. Love that scene where he just talks about a gun for like 5 minutes straight.
Only a 7+1 capacity though. I wouldn't know.
There's not really anything else I could do.
Kelly is going to take 2 shots and then 2 melee attacks. So let's start there.
Got it.
I need a 20 on the arrows.
Actually, can I taunt this person? Or shoot him and be like, "Come on, you bitch!" To try and get him to focus me.
Yeah, I think he's gonna focus you. Yeah.
Good.
None of those hit. This guy leaps up into the wagon with the bleeding horse left behind him, and he moves in front of you, and he's like, "You're the bitch!" Reaches out to stab you in the crotch.
No, you!
What is your AC?
15.
Where's your head at?
Perfect.
It does. You managed to dodge the crotch shot, but it's still not great getting stabbed in the thigh area for 5 points of damage.
And you're sitting on big chunks of salt too, so that would just.
I'm hellish rebuking this guy. That's why I want him to attack me.
Indeed.
17 damage.
The archer is going to kill the force.
What?
He dissipates into a pile of purple ash.
Nice.
I was hoping he would stab me, like he stabs me in the thigh, and I just I learned this from a friend of mine. Move my hips and hellish rebuke him into dust.
The hellish rebuke.
Just the pelvic
pelvic thrust.
Hellish rebuke.
Agram, you take 2 hits as 5 people open fire on you.
Okay.
Finley, you understand what they're shouting in halfling to each other. Several of them are like, "There's a big guy at the back," and several other of them are like, "This is way more defended than what we were told." And someone else is just like, "The take has to be good."
So, I know.
And then you also hear, "I'll fucking kill all of you."
It's not in halfling.
So I know that
I'm just saying that.
You
they
take
had
14
told
more
me
points of damage,
when,
Agram.
I know that they had told me when I met them the first time the person they were looking for. It was a name, and I cannot recall off the top of my
Oh,
head.
if you had that sweet feat that Arthur offered, you'd remember.
Keen mind, yeah.
I don't think they gave him. I don't think they gave them a name. They're just like, they were just referred to.
Oh, they were just looking for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually don't remember them.
That's right. No. You're right, Drummer. You're right. They didn't actually give me a name. Fuck. All right.
Agram, you have 2 arrows sprouting from your chest now, and 3 more are on the wagon bench beside you. You're getting Boromir here. You're just like,
Oh, shit.
Are you saying it's canonical that Boromir had 50 HP when everyone else had roughly about 30?
look, man, Boromir, like, Aragorn fought like one-on-one with a couple orc dudes. Boromir fought like 50 people in a forest and killed like half of them and died to what was clearly a raid boss, okay? Boromir was OP as fuck.
I'm just gonna lose my shit now and start firing arrows. First
Okay.
one.
Everyone else was getting shot
this
just
guy
as much.
there.
They didn't have their graphics settings high enough to see the arrows, though.
17.
And you're firing at this guy down here?
Yep.
That's gonna hit.
Their
9
graphic
damage.
settings are so low that they don't see the grass anyway, so. You know what I mean?
So,
Like that.
They start no clipping.
so that's 9 damage. But as I'm shooting them, I'm yelling, "The person you're looking for is not here."
So the guy who was originally speaking on your behalf up here, this guy's just like, "Fuck you! You're with them! I saw you try to hold that guy while your other dude shot him! Don't try to confuse us!
I'm not trying to confuse you.
We're gonna
I'm
stake him out in
telling
the sun! Leave him alive!
you. Do you want to die?
Do you?"
No.
They are not these whoever you're looking for. You are looking for.
Finley, you got anything else?
No.
These
I mean,
halflings
is
are
this guy
pissed. They're
dead?
confused by your actions.
Huh?
They're confused by your actions. The chain of events to them looks like you were like, "I'm with you," and they sent somebody down to go get you, and you're like, "Ah!" And then that dude died, and now they're like, "What the shit is happening?"
I'm trying to tell you to stop, but you won't. You're not listening to me. Stop firing, or I will continue to fire.
They are not going to stop. They're not listening to you. That's correct.
All right, fine. Fuck them then.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck him.
Kelly.
Back him.
It's more XP.
That's true.
I don't know how much
go
XP
on,
you
yeah.
think you're getting from this fight.
Look, Arthur,
Did
I'm
I
here
not kill that
for the
guy?
experience.
Yeah, oh, no, you didn't. He had more health than that.
Oh wow. Okay.
You hit him solid, but not enough.
All right.
Oh my god.
You go to attack one of these little halfling dudes again, and he slaps it sideways. And it's just like, "You think something like that is going to be able to hurt me? Not a weak attack like that.
I'm 7 foot tall, you're 3. Shut up.
If only you could hit me." And then he like dodge rolls beneath you and then dodge rolls back.
I'm going to use my class skill, War Priest, and that's the last use I have of it.
Okay.
And I'm going to do much better. Thank you.
Yep. Your sword's sated on blood. You definitely drain enough blood for the sword's curse to be broken for now. So this dude dodge rolls onto you, he dodge rolls his back, and you just like open his spine, and some weird fluids begin leaking out, and then blood comes out, and then he just dies convulsing on the ground while the other halfling's just like, "Well, that's unfortunate."
You're next, motherfucker. And then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And that solo horse that's like bleeding out is just like, nah.
That solo horse is dead. The other archers killed all the horses except for your guys's.
I have a +5 on my
This guy
weapon.
slaps it sideways as well, and he's like, "It didn't work on my friend, and it's not gonna work on me.
Your friend's dead, idiot.
You'll be next."
All you can do is chop at my ankles till I'm your height, and then you're going to die.
By that point, you'll have lost so much blood that you won't be able to survive, no matter
I don't
how
need blood
orcish
to
you are.
survive.
Agram,
Survive on anger.
Agram, you've fulfilled what one would consider a tanking role pretty well so far.
Yeah.
But at some point, your fulfillment is going to fulfill you with holes.
Yeah, I'm slowly transitioning into
thought
being
it
a
was
porcupine.
Can I see Agram?
What's your passive perception?
14.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will like to use a healing word.
That would be appreciated.
And that will be... How many spells do I have? I think I have 2. So that's all my spells.
Is that a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, yes. Boom.
Nice. I'll take it.
Look, you don't become halfling bandit thieves without watching a few guys disintegrate into dust. I mean, when you attack a halfling, or when you attack a tiefling, that's just
technically,
normal.
they didn't see that guy disintegrate into dust. He was inside the...
Yeah, but if you
Fair
can see Agram, they can see everything going on in these wagons, too. I mean, I assume that Daka's, like, pushing up the side of the wagon and shooting out occasionally, or at least
Well,
taking a look.
our wagon doesn't have a giant.
That's correct. Your wagon doesn't have a
either.
cover because it isn't carrying salt.
Yeah.
So, Agram, what are you doing with 5 more HP?
I'm gonna slap myself with a cure wounds. So that's a.
It's a bold move.
I mean, bold's not the word I would use, but sure. So let me roll that up.
I mean, it sounds like you want to live instead of die.
I mean, you know.
I would hate for you to die to a bunch of, like, basic-ass bandits.
We're not gonna fucking die. Don't worry about
I mean, sure.
I don't think I'm going to die.
So I want to move.
If anybody dies, you die, so...
Yeah. So our wagon. I mean, we're up against the. You said there was just a. It's like an incline, right?
Yep.
It's a very steep incline. So I could conceivably be on the. Well, what would be the maps like? My south, right side of the wagon.
The south is the south.
Okay. Because I think I'm going to move here
Okay.
and use the wagon for cover.
You're
That's
probably better off potentially going here? Behind? Oh, no, hang on. You got...
Yeah, I'm more worried
Technically,
about the million guys instead of the 3 in front of us.
Yeah.
So that was my. Yeah, I want to be in cover from all those other guys.
But technically, these were the only guys that were shooting you before.
I mean, that could easily change, though. I'm just trying to minimize my exposure to incoming fire. That's all I'm trying to do. So
Okay.
So that'll be my turn.
I mean, you can remove 30, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I could move back technically. Yeah.
No, you're not far enough. I mean, you could crawl behind a dead horse over here. You know, like,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure there's some dead horses up in this place here. So
that. They're all over the place.
You doing
really.
anything else, Agram? Was that
No,
your
I'm gonna stay where I am right now for the moment.
Daka?
are you shooting?
I
He
healed
had to
myself.
cure himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
you
I cast a heal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at the hunter's marked man
Okay.
for 24.
Yep.
And
Slap and tickle.
9
Yep.
damage.
I mean, you counterfire at him while he's busy trying to shoot Kelly, and you catch him through the eye. He's done.
No. Free action, hunter's mark to this guy.
I'm just gonna move
Next.
him down here for initiative order purposes. Sorry, did you move it just one to the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no Hordebreaker or Hail of Thorns opportunities, so
2 attacks against Kelly.
2 attacks?
Yeah, one the archer that you have and the dude that's standing in front of him. These 3 archers are all going to shoot at Daka. You have +2 AC with the wagon as cover.
Okay,
What's
so
your AC?
17.
17. That is one hit.
And I will hellish rebuke him.
How many uses of that do you have?
It's racial, so it doesn't tell me.
It definitely will tell you.
If
Hellish Rebuke is once per long rest, I believe.
Yeah, if it's a racial, then you get a lot less than every other thing. So
Look up. It's in the compendium. You can look it up. I'm pretty sure it's once per long rest. Let's see.
it would be from your race, yes.
Yeah.
Tiefling. It just
Infernal
says
Legacy. You can cast Hellish Rebuke once per day as a second level spell.
Okay, once per day.
once per day.
So you cannot.
Second level spell.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it's so strong.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
You take 8 points of damage. You reach out inside yourself for the Hellish Rebuke that's always been there. It's always just beneath your skin, and there's nothing. Taps drag.
He's tapped out of anger. Yeah.
I thought it was like when you take damage. Like that's the trigger for it, I guess. But
That is the trigger for it, but you can't just always use it. That would be
Yeah.
extremely powerful.
that would be. Does that take up a spell, or is that because it's a racial?
It is a spell.
It's a racial, but it
It
is a
is
spell.
Yeah.
It's a spell based on your charisma.
It's a warlock spell. Yeah.
Finley, you are taking 3 people are shooting at you, the 2 that are up here, and then
Hooray.
the supposed leader. What's your AC?
16.
All 3 whack into the wood around you. You can hear your wagon splintering. And the remaining 2 are going to shoot at Agrim.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I needed that. Totally needed that.
And they will continue to hit the wagon around you.
Okay, good.
Finley,
Yes.
it's your turn. It's your time, and your dick fell off.
Oh boy. I'm going after this guy again.
Okay.
With my short bow. 16.
He's dead.
Good.
Got him.
Bam.
After that, I will yell, "We will stop killing you if you understand that the person you're looking for is not in this caravan."
I don't think they're after a person though, Finley.
I think they
I think they want the booty.
Anything else, Finn?
That's it.
All right, Kelly. You've wiped out about half of them so far. They're looking a little unsteady.
I mean, not me personally.
Some
but-
of them are looking around and they're just like, what? You guys are putting up an unexpectedly fierce resistance.
Fuck on! Are you fucking with me
One
right
more
now?
time, you hit this guy. He blocks with this curved sword.
Dude,
You try to push down at him. He rolls under it, and you stumble forward. He kicks you in the knee, and he's like, "Ha! You suck at using that."
Well, then you know what I'm going to do instead.
Action surge.
No, I've already used my action search. So,
Bonus action surge.
oh, yeah, I wish. I'm going to start cruising on up to these nerds.
Oh, I see.
You're
You're aware that that's going to attract an opportunity. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm at 23 AC, so if he can get through that, then good luck to him. Yeah, I think you said that he needed to roll a crit. On
Yeah,
a
all of them
D20
need to
hit.
roll a crit to hit you.
Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty safe at this one. Yeah.
Agrim, at the top of the round, you can hear somebody saying, "Light it up! Light it up!"
Okay. Well, I'm assuming they're about to start shooting flaming shit at us.
For the last 3 turns, I've rolled 5s on a D20.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
just
been hilarious.
Straight.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful.
Oh, hot garbage.
This is what I was like last week.
Oh, did that guy? Did this guy died?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can
Okay,
move
so,
your.
yeah, I'm gonna put it on this guy.
This guy. Okay.
Yeah. No, you know, when I hear that, I'm yelling, I think they're about to start shooting flaming shit.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to return fire.
Okay. There is a measure here of cover because the wagon is between the two of you.
Okay. Let's see. It doesn't matter anyway.
You go to fire, and you think you've got it good, and then your hand twitches a little bit, and you shoot the wagon right next to you.
Oh, great.
The bolt drives incredibly deep into the wood.
You're shooting our wagon, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know.
Sometimes it happens.
That beautiful finish is just ruined now.
The beautiful finish of our utility wagon. Okay, that's what I'm worried about.
Already got a man marked.
Yes, you do.
16.
You peek out. You shoot him. You hit him.
Hunter's mark.
It was good. It's not enough to kill him, but it is enough to heavily damage him. Got anything else?
There's a guy behind you as well, so like, yeah, just be wary.
But like Hunter's mark, that's the only thing I got going for me this fight.
All right.
No one's in range for a Hordebreaker.
This guy takes something and slaps it against his hand, and then loads it into his crossbow and fires it up, and there's like a trail of red smoke that comes out that colonnades into the air. Then let's go left or right in terms of wrecking it, Ralph. This dude is going to parkour. He like uses the wagons to poof, poof, comes up behind Daka while Daka's not looking and goes, ha ha! Daka like turns surprised at the last second.
It's me.
Tries to stab you.
It's my cat.
Nope. Four
Maybe I shouldn't have
guys
screamed before attacking him.
up here are all gonna
I'm
shoot
surprised
Kelly.
at the last second to see someone just trying to poke me in the thigh.
Slam in the side. The 4 archers shooting at Kelly are all failing. 2 are shooting at 3 are shooting at Finley and 1 at Agrim.
So if anything gets over 21, that's when like a shimmer will appear around me or whatever.
That's correct.
And those 3 did not hit me.
Aware of that. That is going to hit Agrim though.
Finley is just like
Which guy is shooting at me?
liquid right now.
This
Come
dude
at
right
me,
here.
bro!
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he like peeks up from behind his rock and then fires his crossbow and it hits you. Yeah, Finley, you just keep dodging back and forth. The arrows are piling up all around behind you, hitting the wagon over and over again. Your horse is still alive though. He like turns to look at you and goes,
He's just standing there eating grass. It's just like,
nah. It's literally the only living horse left on the battlefield. Finley, it's your turn.
This guy
All
right
right,
here.
you're shooting the leader.
Where's my thing? God damn it.
Have you seen Battle for Redcliffe, Arthur?
I have not.
There's a thing where
22.
Yes.
they park a boat in a harbor with like a bunch of dummies on it. Like, enemy just fills it full of arrows, looks like a porcupine because they were running out of arrows, and so they just take all the enemy's arrows and fuck off. That's how I feel right now. Just taking all their arrows and just hitting our wagon.
Yep.
sell them for a reasonable sum.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just
Kelly.
So 5 foot. Sorry.
It's 10 foot for each of the gray tiles.
Yeah. Okay, so that means. Oh, cool. So that puts me pretty good then. Interesting. I can go that far. Daka, if I was to kill this dude here, like if I kill him, what happens to your mark?
I can
Do you
free
get to
action
move it?
send it to anyone else.
Okay. So you can do that at the start of your turn and put it on the dude behind you or something like that?
it's just a free action when the target dies, and you can just move it.
Uh-huh. Is that something that you would like me to do, or do you want me to move on to another target?
If you want to do that, because I'm gonna dagger the dude below me.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that then, Arthur.
Okay.
I think he's only got like 1 hit point left, so
Yeah, but I need to hit him.
yeah.
You go to hit this guy. It is unusually perfect. He draws a slash down your arm, and blood begins flowing from the wound into the serpent gem on the front. You take 4 points of damage from the blood, from your own blood being pulled into the weapon.
From me rolling, okay.
Yep.
Alright, I'm not gonna argue this.
This happened last time you rolled a 1 on this weapon as well.
Does that trigger the con save too?
It does trigger a con save. You'll need to get a 10 on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Dave's like, this curse sword is great.
It's fine. It's good. It's all right.
I mean, it hits thing. It's the only thing that I have that can hit like whatever. So, you know, I need it at this point still.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's still cursed.
Yeah.
It's like every cursed weapon in fantasy ever. A huge pain in the ass. Agram, the rest of the party, all of you hear a roar coming down the canyon, echoing in every direction.
Oh.
It sounds monstrous, and it fills you with fear.
Great.
Great.
It is your turn, Agram.
Okay. I didn't know if there was more to that.
Nope.
Someone's whittling in the background while this is going on. Like one of the drivers, like, I'll just fucking wait, I guess.
Whittling keeps me calm.
Keeps me calm. All right, I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay.
There's already like 16 little salt figurines.
I don't know why you'd whittle salt, but
Damn
sure.
it.
Yeah, you go to fire at him.
The horse's bones.
A rock that was falling down the side of the mountain gets in the way of your bolt perfectly and shatters and explodes. The dude has to be like, ah.
Damn.
So
One of
lucky.
the other halflings like, oh, that sucks.
All right, that'll be it. That's all I can really do.
Daka.
All right. I'm not moving. Does it take an action to like?
You can do it as part of your movement to swap weapons.
Okay, so I'm not moving. I'm just gonna swap weapons
Okay.
and
Yep.
dagger the fuck out of this halfling behind me. So
You whip around, 2 daggers out.
main hand, offhand.
The first one will kill him.
Sick.
You hit him again with the critical weapon, and you just dig it in there. That's super bloody.
Yeah. I like stab him in the heart with the first one and the crit. I just like get it under his jaw, lift him up, and throw him outside the cart.
Okay. The dude in the back who's cowering was just like, that seemed entirely unnecessary, but pretty awesome.
You ever lifted a bale of hay with your hands when you can use a hook instead? Yeah. Got him.
This guy's gonna switch to melee. All of these dudes up here are gonna fire arrows at Kelly.
Good. Intentional.
Nice.
All right, so let's start that. No. Dude who's trying to stab Kelly. No. Dudes who are now shooting 1 at Finley, 1 at Agram. Versus Finley. 15?
No.
What's your AC?
Damn,
16?
Finley, what the hell, dude?
Come at me, bro.
What is
You
your
like
AC?
got magnets
16?
behind you or something? Like,
You keep dodging.
Finley's just been in slow mo this whole time. Ah!
He's got bullet time activated.
now you know what it is. You know what it is. Halflings can't be hit, and that affects other halflings when they shoot.
Yeah, see, they're all no clipping, and Finley's just like, oh, God mode's on, guys. Sick.
I put in the cheat code.
All right, Finley, you're up.
This encounter is bugged. Halflings can't be hit.
Let's see. I am gonna shoot this guy again.
Look at that cat. That cat is amazing.
When someone's speedrunning this game, they pick halfling just so they can get past this encounter faster.
12.
They get transmuted by the wizard down the line to get the elf bonuses later.
They pick up one of these salt carvings and use it to glitch up and over a wall.
You will hit for 5 points of damage, and you will kill the leader.
12 was their AC then, huh?
All right, I'm move my hunter's mark to the guy just south of him.
The halflings begin fleeing in panic.
Nice.
No, I get an attack. Let's go.
I want this.
Yeah, Kelly, go ahead and take your attack. Yeah, you fucking got him, mate. You got him.
I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the next guy in line.
Understood. I need everybody to make a perception check.
Is 14 enough to pass?
You need to make a perception check. Passive is not gonna cut it here. You are in the middle of combat.
I'm too busy being super enjoying killing a halfling. See, I can
Daka.
do it. I can do it.
You hear
gotta believe.
the sound of leathery wings beating.
What's this 21? Tell me what it is.
It does not, because you're inside, so all you get is sound.
Okay.
It's definitely above you, which is why it's the problem. If you could look out sideways, you wouldn't be able to see it because it's above.
They can't see me though either.
That's correct. Agrim, you definitely do see it. There is a figure wrapped in a glowing red aura. They look like they might be a small dragon humanoid.
Is this boy toy coming back?
This is a dragon. It's got a tail and everything. They have a silvery longsword and a cruel, wicked dagger in their hand. They are way out of range of you guys in terms of arrow fire, but they have entered into a diving format and are dropping directly towards Finley.
What is the range specifically?
It's 400 feet up.
Oh yeah, that's way too far.
Yeah, I want to. Shit. I can.
Sacred Flame is 60 foot, Arthur. Yeah.
I believe so.
I mean, I could talk to it, but it's not close enough.
Well, Agrim, you got choices to make now.
Yeah.
What better place than here? What better time than now?
All right. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is slap myself another heal because I ain't doing too hot.
I mean, you should have your healing potion.
I never used it.
I still have my 2 from when we bought them.
Yeah, I've never used a healing potion. I don't think.
Everyone should have at least 1, and I know I have 2 of them. So,
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Slapping yourself with a heal is an action, which will prevent you from drinking a potion.
I'm trying to think which one is more. I think the potion.
2d8 plus 2 for the healing potion. No, 2d4 plus 2, right?
That
sounds correct.
I believe so. Let me look it up real quick. Since we've been down here. What is it? Cure wounds?
Let's cut to you, Daka. What are you doing?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me look this up.
Hitting the boy with the mark.
Okay. Hit that
15?
nappy boy. Yep. He's super shot.
Is he dead?
Nope.
Okay.
You've
Hunter's
got
mark
Hunter's
then?
Mark, so you can
5 damage.
Hunter mark that mark.
Is 15 enough? There you go.
Yes.
Free action. Move it to this guy.
Understood.
You sure you don't want to move it to Dragon Boy?
Is that a range?
I can't see him.
Yeah, he's at a range too.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it is 2d4 plus 2.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink me potion, and I want to try and call attention to the fact that we're now being dive bombed.
How do you do that at the same time you're drinking a potion?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I understood that. No, he gives me a PC glance, Arthur, and I know from his glance.
But he can't see you.
Exactly
You're on the
why.
other side of a wagon from him.
I guess I don't call it out because I can't. Drink a potion.
Did we lose you from the Roll20, Fin?
I don't think so.
Oh, there you are.
No, he's a.
No.
7 whole hit points. Center.
That's good.
Ding.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like at least more than half.
Yeah.
These guys fire at Kelly. It's all misses.
I thought they were leaving.
They are. They can fire bows and run away at the same time.
No.
Yeah, they can only move 30 feet at a time, though.
That is correct.
Actually, less than that because it's on difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's moving away as well and firing at Agrim. Something's alive in the ocean. No, that's not.
Okay.
The sun is a deadly laser. In the up.
All right.
You have no idea that there's impending dragony doom above you.
That's fine. I'll still kill this guy.
Okay.
Too busy screaming in slow motion.
Show me the power of your robe. Yes, you
Damn.
did
Hey,
it.
you got full damage a couple times already in this fight.
He's mostly dead, mostly dead.
Mostly
You
dead.
got anything else you wanna do?
I'm gonna crawl underneath this wagon.
Interesting choice.
Nice.
Underneath, not on top.
I like how one turn Finley's talking mad shit. The next turn he's cowering under the wagon in fear.
That's right.
I'm curious as to why you're cowering under the wagon in fear when everybody's running away and no one's shooting at you.
I'm underneath the wagon because that's where I need to be.
That's his safe space.
That sounds like some
Safe
metagaming
space.
bullshit, but I'll allow it for now. I just want to remind you that in the future I'm going to use this against you.
That's fine.
Okay, Kelly.
I'm
like
going
in
to
here, you know?
dash so that I can go 30 feet.
Sure.
And I'm going to end up right here.
Okay.
Oh, so when he moves.
Yep.
Agrim. The Dragon Man is descending from the sky. He's descended almost 300 feet,
So he's
plummeting straight down. He's now within 100 feet of you.
Are you
So
saying
and-
he's descending or he's falling?
He's falling
He's
directly towards
dive
Agrim now.
bombing us.
He's Fortnite falling. He's literally switched targets and is moving towards Agrim now.
If this motherfucker 3-point land heroic stance us, oh god.
He roarks the shit out of you at the end of it
Ground slam.
too.
I mean, he's already got more style
Stands
points.
up on
than
some
Laura.
rocks and just like hand on hip.
What do you want to do, Agrim? You
I
know that
wanna-
you're now target number 1 for this
I
guy.
want to yell at this thing in Draconic.
Okay, what do you say?
That's what I think. That's what Draconic sounds like to me in my mind.
It sounds like German.
It's just a theme song from fucking
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
You turn up and you start singing Sasageo, Sasageo, and the dude's just like, what?
It's like guttural throat singing.
Was it Mongolian?
Throat chanting? Yeah, come on.
throat singing.
You got 6 seconds, maybe a little bit more of dialogue. What do you hit me with?
All right, I'm gonna, just yell this thing like, we're not here against you. Go after the halflings.
You mean like the one underneath this cot? Okay.
I don't know. I'm yelling at it in Draconic. Look, man, it's a dragon thing. You know, what am I gonna do against the
He
dragon?
roars
thing?
back in Draconic. You are my prey now. The god of war will taste your blood.
Oh shit! Hey, it's God of War.
Wait, is this the same dude from that fucking?
It is not, but now that you get a look at him, now that Agrim's yelling at him, they do look fairly similar.
Okay, did I catch that guy's name?
You did not.
I don't think I did. Yeah.
What do you want to do, Agrim? Negotiations are failing.
Yeah, no shit.
You could try aggressive negotiations.
I mean, you know that I'm a cleric of war, so perhaps there is some talking that can be done here. And it's worth pointing out, since you know Kelly, the cleric of war is very much into chivalry and other things of that such nature.
Has
So-
Kelly really been that chivalrous?
Yes.
To an extent. I
Really?
mean, he's not, a little bit.
I mean, I don't attack people that are outside of combat,
Sure.
Yeah.
and I'm not like doing things like
Chasing a
stealing
retreating
things
enemy.
or-
Well, think when I wanted to go and kill what's his face Aardvark because I thought he stole a bunch of money from me, and he's like, nah, don't do that.
Okay. All right.
But I will be like, we have a cleric of goose and goods.
Excellent. I will taste upon his blood.
He's over there.
Single combat. Yeah.
Throw Kelly under the
I
bus.
assume that's 6 seconds of.
Make a persuasion check.
All
If you
right,
are
well.
successful, you will redirect him into single combat with Kelly.
Yep, boys, we fucked. We fucked.
No.
We'll be
no.
Uh,
Wait, how did you get a 0? Oh, you have a
Because he has a negative
one because I'm a
charisma.
dwarf.
Look,
Charisma's
you
my
can
dump
you
stat.
could be a dwarf and have good charisma. Not hashtag not all dwarves, you son of a bitch. There
mean,
are
I
many
have a-
fine dwarven bards and sorcerers out there. You need to
I mean,
apologize
it's
to.
already a bad stat for rangers, and I'm a dwarf, so.
Apologize.
Talking to people is never
Charisma
a
is
bad
my
stat.
highest
sir.
stat. Actually, it's tied. No.
All right, Agrim, you spend your whole turn negotiating. Negotiations fail.
Yeah,
Daka,
shit.
you're not sure what's happening. You haven't seen this guy yet, but Agrim is shouting loudly in Draconic. There's
I think
some
I would have
roaring
seen
back.
something because I need to look out to shoot people. Right?
Sure. Now that you look out, you notice something plummeting directly towards Agrim.
Yeah.
We get that zoom in, unsteady, shaky cam. We see this guy just long sword out, small short sword. He's like using his arms to help navigate how he's falling. Using the swords as like plane wings.
Can I move and then hold an action?
You can. Where will you move? What action will you hold, and what is the trigger?
I want to move here, like hiding behind the wagon,
Okay.
and I want to attack him
Yep.
once Kelly kills him so I can move my hunter's mark.
Very well. That is a complicated but doable thing.
It's like a multi-step thing. I'm going to move
Yeah.
here until Kelly kills this guy.
Yep. No,
And then I'm
I'm
gonna shoot
I'm
this
following. This dude that you're with, Kelly, disengages and moves away. The remaining 3 fire at you.
You can get your attack of opportunity there, right?
He disengaged.
disengaged.
Oh.
I forgot people could do that.
Well, that's unfortunate for you. Agrim, this guy's gonna give you a parting gift as he attempts to get over the hill.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Oh, sorry, just the first one. I rolled way too many.
Okay, so the
10
first
is
one
not good
misses.
enough.
No, it's not.
Finley, there's lots of yelling and loud roaring. You're cowering under the wagon because that's where you want to be. I assume you're just gonna stay down there for a while.
As I'm laying down, I mean, can I shoot this guy?
Oh yeah, sure.
I will do that then.
All right, from your sniper position, you track him as
That's
he's
right.
about to exit the battlefield.
19.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's super dead.
Yeah. Move my hunter's mark, attack this guy, right?
Yep, go ahead.
Sick.
I
did so
believe you might
terribly.
be far enough away that you're at disadvantage on this. Because he's like 150 feet away from you.
Oh, he's in the air?
Yeah, he's 100 feet above Agrim, who's dropping down towards him.
Oh, what's
Longbow
my-
range might actually, it might still be in range. I think 150 might be the max range.
Looking
Before you
for
take a
it.
penalty.
Longbow is 150. Congratulations.
Friggin' great. I don't know if I can hit his AC though. 15?
You fire it at him, and he fucking bats that shit out of the air with his longsword. In the process, it suddenly jerks him to the right, and he has to correct afterwards. But he looks at you. His eyes begin glowing green, and as that happens, you notice that all of his scales go from like a vaguely colorless kind of gray to green, and you could tell that this dude is fucking pissed.
Good. And we wake up inside a mountain.
Kelly.
Well,
Okay, so I'm still at difficult terrain. So 15 is 30,
Yep.
and that is 40.
Yep.
And then I have 10 after that to move. So
Yep. We're gonna take a break. Oh fuck. Well, he's gone. Well, we're gonna take a break anyway. He'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
That's
get this
me.
guy on the initiative order. See where he lands. Pretty fucking low.
Sick.
All right, guys. We're halfway through the night, and we're only just beginning this combat. No, just kidding. We're actually halfway through the combat too.
Tutorial over.
I think the tutorial ended a while ago.
I think we need to get Ager a bit more AC so he can be a bit more effective in
Well,
things.
here's the problem though, is I've got the max AC I can take. Like as far as armor and stuff goes, I would have to get like ring of protection and that sort of thing before I start taking dex penalties. I've already got stone leather, so.
So we'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second half. Stick around.